Hi there out there, all of you guys watching the ATK Pro Series. In case you didn't know, that giant Mercedes-Benz badge that you saw now is one of the reasons we're here, because Mercedes-Benz has officially partnered with the ATK Pro Series to bring you this, the Gran Turismo Round 2 at a GT original circuit that looks very, very tricky indeed, but more about that later. Of course, today would not be possible without the Kyalami 9 Hour and Motorsport South Africa giving their official stamp of approval on this year event. Today being round 2, we're going to be seeing who are the best GT drivers in South Africa. And of course, the winners have a host of prizes and opportunities to look forward to as the season commences. Today, drivers will be driving the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. This race car produces quite a bit of power, and I think it's going to be a big step up from the production road cars, the AMG A-Class that the drivers had to pilot at the last round.
Good job by Daniel, our director, is ensuring that we get to see racing right throughout the field, which is awesome.
Yeah, RTL Leap, as you say, Corne, Esterhazen, and KLM Pace. Oh, and they did not disappoint with the look of this car. They did not disappoint with the look of this car. KLM Pace, of course, is Kaylen Mawa. Yeah, and he did not disappoint once again. I think he spends a lot of time setting this car up, but also spends a fair amount of time setting up that livery, and we don't mind at all.
It's strange. I mean, he's in 5th place and like we haven't seen him at all. So it's actually nice to catch up. He's having a bit of a lonely race, but what is nice is he knows that the guys in front of him are in a big battle, and they're just going to end up falling over each other, which is going to, that's so nice as a racing driver when you can see the target ahead of you, and you literally every corner you see that you're getting closer and closer and closer, and you just hope that the two guys ahead keep their battle on, because it's just obviously making his job a lot easier. So look at the gap. It's definitely come down. So this is going to be a nice little battle to watch. The battle for 4th could soon turn into a 3-way one.
Yeah, and that's
Kaylen's not going to be shy. Just to for those who don't know, he actually also, after the last round, appeared on SABC's morning show, that Expresso.
Yes, I saw that.
That was great. Kaylen representing for Sim Racing in SA, ATK, and for GTSA.
Yeah, I saw the Facebook post, and it's great to see the Mercedes-Benz ATK Pro Series starting to spread out like it is in the media and thereabouts. It's not just online. I mean, look at what we're doing now. This thing is going to get big, and it's thanks to guys like KLM Pace putting in the effort, energy, entering, and now competing for what looks like could be 3rd position. If he manages to get past these two front guys over here, he could be in for a podium spot. And he certainly wasn't in for a podium spot at the last
touching
event.
The barrier there. We saw the sparks coming off. Oh man, there is no margin for area, and that's I love what you said about Macau. I mean, obviously this feels a little bit faster, and you've got some wider open sections. Yeah. But there are some tricky direction changes where if you make a mistake, and this car as well, trying to change direction under braking, which is what they have to do for a couple of the corners, really is going to unsettle the SLS.
On board now with KLM Pace.
Really need to concentrate.
On board now with KLM Pace, looking at in front of him, 4th place and 3rd place. He's in 5th at the moment, and Kaylen Mawa, absolutely on it at the moment. Takes a slightly different line there, but they both touch the dirt ever so slightly. The car bounces as it bottoms out over there, and now making their way towards the right-hander. Now it's going to be last of the late breakers, 229 kilometers an hour or thereabouts into the right-hander, and his lines are looking really good. But notice the car in front of him. It does look like that car's understeering quite a bit. I'd like to stay on this camera for a little bit and see what we can see going into the next corner and next set of corners now as they go into the braking zone. Again, hard on the brakes, 230 kilometers an hour. Let's check if there's any understeer in the front car. So far, so good. A little bit on the exit there, but not too bad. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens to the tires in the last 15 or so minutes of this race.
Yeah, look, I think as a driver, they'll be a lot happier dealing with a little bit of understeer neutral setup as opposed to a twitchy rear when you've got no runoff and concrete walls and Armco barriers. But like you said, you then have to be so critically careful in terms of how you manage that front end. And from what I can see, a lot of high speed corners to the right, so that left front is going to be doing a lot of work. Steve, I don't know if that's what the guys have noticed, the big tire wears on the left front.
Yeah, both fronts, but we can actually keep a track track an eye on that on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. You've got the tyre indicators. So if we jump forward one car, we could possibly see how Kalen's compared to the DMR guys.
Yeah, because it looks like there is a hot spot there on the left front. Looks like his tyre wear left to right is a bit more excessive, if my eyes don't deceive me. I've got the glasses on. I just need a zoom back.
On board with the DMR. It looks slightly more, not anything really to worry about. I see they're also similar fuel levels.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kalen's one of the smoothest guys, and he always does look after his tyres well. Being a 3-time GTSA champion does that.
Sure.
Oh, and Jean Diago having a go, yeah, for sure. He's actually got the run on. I think he's bringing Kalen with him as well.
Through the middle.
Three abreast, they make it through. Unbelievable stuff. Jean Diago, only 16 years old. Jean Diago, 16 years old.
That is classic. Where did that even come from?
My goodness. Kalen snatches third place. Unbelievable stuff there. This is what we were talking about earlier on. If that moment arose, would he be able to capitalize, take advantage? And he certainly did.
Oh, but I'd love a replay. I'd love a replay of that, because that for me came out of nowhere. I mean, I don't know if the guys made a bit of a mistake and were compromised on their exit speed, but he literally just went, "Oh, hi, I'm just going through the middle of you guys." Yes, that was brilliant to watch. But look at the